Hey, house guests, welcome back to House of Chatter. Come on in and have a seat and let me spill some tea or some coffee. So I'm going to take a little bit of a pause here before giving any more updates because I think this story is developing into something more around Blake Lively and Taylor Swift. So there's some rumblings that there's something going on. So let's look at Taylor Swift first. Taylor Swift, we all know, was going to be or planned to or supposed to be deposed towards the end of October outside of the deposition window. Judge said, no, you cannot depose her outside of the window. It has to be inside of the window. So Taylor Swift is still in play. Now, recently, there has been headlines where a process server apparently was trying to serve her papers at 2 a.m. at her boyfriend's home. I believe in Kansas City. I'm not sure where they live. I'm glad I don't. However, if you remember, Taylor's lawyers and Wayfair's lawyers, they're all collaborating and working together. So it makes no sense on why a process server, whether they are a former police department officer, a former private PI, or anybody, should be serving someone legal paperwork. Also, if you look at the arrest report, it is for failure to pay child support. Yes, you can be arrested several times for not paying child support. And in order to get out of jail for not paying child support, you have to pay child support. True story. So the charge and the story do not match, which is why I think there's more, and I say Blake Lively and Taylor Swift saga. Because Blake Lively started this, dragged her all into this, and now she's getting possible stalkers who are using this court case to stalk her and to give more ammunition to have more people bother her in her private space. That's where I'm getting at. That's how I'm looking at it. You're my best friend, but you're going to screw me over because I don't want to get on your bandwagon and totally possibly lie over someone over SA or SH claims. And then you're going to drag me into this lawsuit. And then you're going to put my personal safety at risk for your own ego. I hope Taylor Swift has some words with Blake Lively. Because it sounds like Wayfair, this whole way through, has been playing on the side of clean and truth and transparency. Blake's side, well, it's fibs, and then we get called out in video evidence, and then we switch our story, and then we twist the words, and then we hide things, and then we hope that it doesn't get recovered, and then when it's unsealed, it turns out Wayfair was right. So I used to think at this case as a PR move. And then when we really got into it, I started thinking maybe it's just about the billionaires. But you know what? Right now, it's truth versus false or lies or falsehoods or something. And I may be really upset with Jed Wallace and Tag and that group coming up with these websites. But guess who didn't get a website? Blake Lively didn't get a website, but everybody else got a website. So where's Blake Lively's website? All we got was, so Blake Lively said this and this and that, and then we have video evidence. Boom. We have, Blake Lively said that Jed Wallace was doing the smear campaign. Yeah, he was doing it in a very, I'm going to say this, in a very non-transparent, you're looking kind of fishy, but yet Blake Lively doesn't have a website kind of game. One of these things doesn't look like the other. So I'm pausing, but of course, I have my ideas and my thoughts. But my theory is it's a stalker or someone with mental health issues that is using this lawsuit as leverage and as an excuse to get closer to not only Taylor Swift, but also to be able to extort other parties on the guise of I am subpoenaing people and whatever, or Blake Lively said you had a lot of money, so I'm threatening you, whatever. But right now, my suspicions are we're going to find out A, it was a stalker, or B, some weird way Blake Lively was involved, possibly. And we're just waiting. Maybe it was a fake story that Blake planted at Star Magazine. I don't know. And this is all opinion, alleged. Don't sue me. Sue me if you have to. Whatever. It's just looking really funny right now. So the next couple of days, I think it's really going to determine what each side has as far as bombshells and smoking guns. Especially since her Blake Lively's WME person, Greenberg person, was mentioned. So hang on tight. This is part of the show. We'll get to the ending. I think we're in the middle, and we'll see a conclusion or some more answers in the next coming days. Thanks, house guests. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. I do have 2 other series that I do. One is a paranormal series based on my personal experience of the paranormal. And the other one is more of a coffee table talk where we talk about social media's hottest political headlines and other headlines that we see. So check those out too. Thanks for your time, and I'll see you next time, house guests. Have a great night. Bye.